Hi, IT Society. Welcome back to the Antisocial Planet. Today we are checking out ITZY's Mafia in the Morning. I'm pretty excited about this because I have heard some of the song because it was in their Killing Voice and it was just everywhere when this song first came out. But I'm so excited to get to actually properly listen to it, get to see the music video, which I probably saw a clip of. It was probably in the guide and like maybe just like around, but getting to see choreo that's there. And it's always a good day when I get to check out another ITZY song. I was rocking out to Ting 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 this morning, so I'm in a pretty good mood. Also, this Rijin photo, what's that about? I feel like we're probably going to be a little bit intense for this one, given Mafia, right? Let's just do it. Oh, geez. Oh, geez. Hello? Sorry.
Guess who loves you? 나야, 나. Do I show you? No, yeah, no. 아직 타임이 아니야, 난. 좀 더 가까이 그러다 갑자기 싹. I'ma steal it.
Okay, first off, starting with the like loading a gun, and I wasn't ready for, I guess because like Mafia, right? I understand the concept we were going for, but then that like really slowed down cadence there, like the da-da, 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 da, right? And having the layered voices coming in, right? But it's such a like slow, there's all those kind of pauses in it that it's this very controlled vibe to it, which again fits with kind of the Mafia image, right? Like having this confidence and unrushed because you're in control, right? All of that. And even like the swell in the production as it was like getting closer, it was like kind of this rushing forward. It's oh geez. I feel intimidated immediately.
Show you? No, yeah, no. 아직 타임이
A
아니야.
synth too.
좀 더 가까이 그러다 갑자기 싹. I'ma steal it. 맘을 훔쳐. You are gonna love me.
I mean, yes.
나와 두 눈이 마주쳐도 난 흔들림이 없어 no. 널 사랑하는 게 죄라면 but me know who. You never know, baby.
Whoa, before Leah comes in and just does like vocals for me, I love that we're getting like rapping cadences right off the bat. Really interesting synth, again, very like ITZY to have a signature synth for the song. It's all on the one side of the mixing. It's a little bit pushed back. I like that we have this muted instrumentation that's happening because it has that quiet, intimidating vibe to the overall song, right? Like, it feels like something is just like simmering under the surface and you're like waiting for the moment when something happens. Also, no lies said by Yuna in this part because correct. Yeah, the vibe of it, like the darker tone, but having this really like fun but lazy delivery to the vocals. Does that make sense? Like we're getting some vocal fry, we're getting some drag on some of the vowel sounds. Again, like those pauses in certain parts are almost like this held breath if you're like, what are you gonna do next? I think that's all really well done. And then we have these speed ups where it's almost like the song's kind of rushing at you and you're like, sorry, I'm sorry.
마주쳐도 난 흔들림이 없어 no. 널 사랑하는 게 죄라면 but me know who. You never know, baby. 깔리겠지 넌 결국엔 내 거야 내게 되겠지 넌.
I like the like clap build up.
벌써 어느새 또 밤이 되었습니다. I'm the mafia.
This part I've heard.
I'm the mafia.
It's so good.
누구일까 mafia. 누구일까 mafia.
Even the synth, the like da, 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 like all of those little staccato notes, like even the one synth that's going constantly is like very staccato. The way that they're choosing the cadences, right? Like even the like who's the Mafia, it has that kind of like the da da da, right? Like it's not a like slide, it's not a like vocal run, it's like distinct notes, right? So it has this feeling of, again, all this kind of space around the different cadences and the instrumentation, and it has this feeling of, I don't know, it's almost like sneaking in somewhere, or again, this kind of like ominous energy lurking in it because you're holding your breath to be like, how are you going to finish this line, or how is this music going to conclude itself? So I think that it does a really good job, and especially in contrast to that Mafia, right, having that M sound, it's a lot like sped up, even though like a ring ding ding ding, right, like that kind of flows more together and it's super catchy, but like the chorus blending together a little bit more with the cadences is such a good contrast to all of that, right? And we have all of their the voices layered up, so it's a much like fuller sound, and I think that all really works well together in contrast to all of the, again, space that they're playing with around the like vocal cadences and instrumentation for the rest of the song. Also, I just love the vibe. I love the vibe of we're a collective, like organized group. We had the like wanted posters and everything in Not Shy, and I like a continuation of some of that imagery of being like outlaws or being outside of like societal expectations, right? Going back to Dala Dala, right? Like being different and not fitting into what people expect, and still being like this collective organized group and being like, you should be afraid of us. You should be afraid of what we're capable of because we're very good at what we do. So I love the kind of comparison with Mafia and having some of that kind of darker edge to it. It definitely has a controlled sound in terms of the production that we got in Not Shy, right? Yeah, like heavy bass.
가지고 노느냐 전혀 안 보겠지 clue 하지만 나에겐 다 계획이 있다고 go 그만 머뭇대 슬슬 작전 개시 너를 뺏어 like a clip of movie ready 할 수 없는 poker face 점령해 네 맘속 place hurry up baby catch me if you can baby
Wait, okay, the little it's so cute. Love again that we're getting a bunch of the kind of like rap cadences filling in those verses, because again, we're going for something that's a little bit less like sing song in the personality of this song, right? Like it wouldn't really make sense to have a bunch of really like gorgeous vocals that flow all together for the majority of this song, right? So letting some of those vocals come through with the pre-chorus and the chorus, I think really fit with that. I'm excited to see what we might do for a bridge, but I think having those like rap cadences really sell for this kind of like concept. And I love this idea of acting better than like actresses, right? Like saying I can pretend to be something else, like you won't even know what you're getting into until it's too late. Like again, that kind of ominous lurking feeling in the background, especially with their vibe, right? Like having a bunch of them being like cutie pies, and they can have that kind of almost like angel face that you don't truly know what's going on underneath of it. Like it's almost this don't assume by the way that I look that you know what I'm capable of. And I think that fits so well with ITZY. Again, Dala Dala, of like being different. Like you're gonna look at me and you're gonna come up with like your own ideas of who I am and judgments and make assumptions, and you're wrong. You don't know what I'm capable of. You don't know what is going on behind the scenes, what I've had to do to get to this point, right? Like the work that I've put in, the effort that I've put in, and don't discount me just because you look at me and you're like, oh, you seem like sweet, or you're smiling, or whatever, right? Like you don't know what is fully going on under the surface. And I think that's such a fun concept to be playing around with. And like this, the little like cue with that like repetition, and then we have the music coming in on those beats. So good. Like I was saying, this great like staccato feeling to a bunch of the production. I like that Catch Me If You Can reference too, because it's like a con man. Ooh. Wait, okay, I got distracted by the fact that we have this drop, and I know I'm interrupting, but I like the it's midnight already, because midnight, I think Cinderella is like turning from like a princess into someone else. And obviously in that it's like a little bit more like in the fairy tale realm, right? But I love that idea of, hey, you think that I'm a princess, you think that I'm this, and then midnight strikes and I turn back into what I really am, right? and that's I'm the Mafia, right? I think that's so good. I think that's such a good image for that, and having that again, the cadence, because it has a little bit of that almost like poking fun at someone, right? It has a little bit of that kind of cheeky humor of you thought, right? You thought you knew and you don't. And I think that's so fun. I'm so excited to see choreo. Whoa, again, that like descending synth is so good. This song just grooves, and I'm so excited to see choreo because I think that the really heavy bassy part of this song is so good. Then also having that those like layered vocals means that you're able to get away with focusing on performance stuff, and I know that their choreo is so good anyway, but I'm like, ooh, I'm so excited. I need to rein it in so I can have actual thoughts. Also, I feel like my favorite part might be the ring ding ding ding. Even all the way back before I knew the song, I was like, I heard like that section, I was like, hold up, what's that? Hey, I need to know what that song is, and I never did, but we're here now, so it all worked out. Ugh. Vocals. Okay, first off, vocals for days. Love the little vibrato we're getting there. Love that we got like a vocal heavy moment, because like I was saying, there's lots of staccato stuff happening. There's lots of space in the different vocal cadences that we're getting. More of a lean into those rap cadences, right? Excited that we got like a proper vocal moment, right? And then a little like laugh, distorted laugh that's going on. I'm obsessed. Look, I love ITZY music anyway, but I'm like, I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready for how much this was going to like fix something in my soul. I don't know what's happening, but I'm in. I'm sold. So good. Even that, like, again, having that descending synth right at the end almost feels like kind of something glitching out or like shutting down. And I love the image of, we had midnight and some of the night imagery, but then also the like daylight and daytime and like morning imagery too, which is almost like in the light of the day, you'll be able to see something, right? Like shining light on something is seeing it for what it is. And it's like, you don't even know that when light finally shows me for what I am, like what you're gonna find, right? Like I can seem like a princess at the ball, and then midnight hits and you're gonna see me for what I actually am, right? And I think that's such a good image. I'm obsessed with the production. I love how much fun they were having with these cadences, these little flip up things that we were getting. Obviously, as someone who biases rappers, yes, please give me rap. Give me rap verses, okay? All the time. Some gorgeous vocals in there too. Chaeyoung also doing a great job giving those vocals to us, okay? Excellent all around. Love all the little ad-libs and things that were layered up in the back that are pushed to the background, but it's some of that kind of cheekiness or something breaking past the persona, right? So having some of those beautiful vocals at like the forefront, and then we're having some of these ad-libs that are showing some of the darker currents underneath all of that, right? So excited to watch this music video. Like, I think leaning into a concept like this, I love commitment to a bit, so I hope that they do that. And choreo. I need to see choreo. Thank you very much. All right, I need to take a deep breath. I need to calm down. All right. Here we go. Music video. I love we're getting like costumes, right? Different outfits, disguises. Yuna, don't come for me. This dress on her? Ah! Great disguise. That's so fun. Ooh, the outfits! Origin? Don't smirk at me like that. I love her as like the mannequin.
아직 타임이 아니야 난 좀 더 가까이 좀 더 가까이 그러다 갑자기 싹 I'ma steal it 맘을 훔쳐 You are gonna love me 결정적인 드러내는 타입 나와 두 눈이 마주쳐도 난
Diva.
흔들림이 없어 no 널 사랑하는 게 죄라면 but me know who You never know baby
Wait. First off, Yuna being a cutie pie. Second, you do that transition with the like handcuffs or whatever. Hold on. Even the like day and night salon. Hold on. I wasn't ready. This might be my new obsession for a very long time. No, good to know.
빨리 드러내는 타입 나와 두 눈이 마주쳐도 난 흔들림이 없어 no
Wait, she's like, how dare you?
죄라면 but me know who You never know baby
That choreo, she's so good. Look how pretty Leah is. This hair. Wait, I know I'm interrupting, I know, but I love that little like leaning on the hands. I also love when Yuna was like you're gonna love me, and she's like she like framing her face. So good. Also all the outfits.
I'm the Mafia.
The floor work. Wait. I'm getting shivers. First off, Yuna on this might be a weak point for me. No. Noted, because she's such a sweetie pie, right? That when she goes in the other direction, I'm like, hang on a second. Also, I love that this looks like an eye with the like reflection. I also love that we have that transition from these like bright white outfits transition into the black ones, right? With the I'm the Mafia. So good. This like floor work that's happening. This hurts my legs just watching it. Hold up.
I'm the Mafia.
Even that like Mafia. The like bounce too.
I'm the Mafia.
The like chest pop. I love the transition. Wait, I'm malfunctioning. Sorry, the transition, something took over me. I'm sorry for people in the microphone. And then like Mafia. Hold up. I knew the choreo was gonna be good. Great little character coming through. Love the transition. My god, styling. Whoa. Ooh. Wait, so many things. One, the styling on this, so good. I feel like, again, with Mafia disguises, all the different outfits on the mannequins at the beginning, you definitely have to lean into some of that. I love the transition with the fire, and then we get the all white set with Yeji, right? There is something about Yeji getting to do like a power walk in a music video that just feels right. I feel like it needs to be there. And then having like Origin with the stripes in her hair, right, with the like black and blonde mixed, and then the little like shoulder movement for like Catch You If You Can, and then like I can't. No, this is my new favorite thing on the planet. This is my new obsession. This is what my whole life is going to revolve around for the next little bit. Obsessed. Clearly. Like, I'm so happy. I have to like, we got to rein some of the energy in because I will stop saying things that make sense. Deep breath. Continue.
하지만 나에겐 다 계획이 있다고 go 그만 머뭇대 슬슬 작전 개시 너를 뺏어 like a K-pop movie ready 할 수 없는 poker face 점령해 네 맘속 place hurry up baby catch me if you can baby
Look at Chaeyoung. The red hair. Oh my god, Leah.
I'm the Mafia.
That's so good. I just like, not even like just the like transition, right? The transition, the like little like before we go into the actual chorus. I love that. I think it's such a cutesy move. Again, before we get to the I'm the Mafia, and then that like transition where they're like moving backwards, right, in front of the formation, almost again like they talk about like it being like a caper film. So it feels almost like the infiltration mission, and then having the choreo where they're like crouching down, but they like move forward. This was like creeping forward. It's so good. No, I understand why this was like everywhere. I get it. I get why this was like that song when it came out and people couldn't stop talking about it or singing it or doing like the choreo or whatever. I understand. No, I'm catching up.
I'm the mafia.
I needed Arujin to stop making faces though. Whoa. We have to go back. We have to go back for Leah's part. The little reveal with the like interweaving of the arms and then getting the ad libs from Arujin, like the back and forth there. So good. I love that ITZY has white nail polish too. For personal reasons, I'm gonna have to go back for Yuna. Her on this music video. What's that about? What's that about? Is it because recently I was like, I think we have to call it and say that Arujin is my bias? Is that why? Because I was like, anyone who has a love for the Grinch, that's my person. And then what did Yuna take that as like a personal attack challenge? Also Chaeyoung with the all black outfit and like the red hair. What a look. Looks, it's whenever they put Chaeyoung in a darker, edgier outfit, maybe it's just like the contrast again. But I had the same thing in the Girls Will Be Girls music video where I was like, when they're in like the combat outfits, I was like, Chaeyoung in this outfit. I need to recover. I want all of these outfits from this, like the all black ones. I need to own all of them. Thank you.
I'm the mafia.
That camera work. I love that chest pop. The clap. Ooh, that was smooth. Ooh, that little like, cannon with the crowns. Hold on. So good. I'm so obsessed. I'm too obsessed. One might say an unhealthy amount. Incredible. I love all of the outfits. The styling was great all around. And I love that we got like a bunch of different styling. And then at the end, it focused more in on like the all white and the all black outfits, right? The black and white, good and bad, right? So it distilled down. So it was like, we could do like a little bit of all of these different things, right? Like we can do all of these different kinds of like aesthetics and you'll never really know what you're going to get. And at the end, it's like the real question is, am I on your side or am I on someone else's side? That's the real issue here is, can you trust me? And I think that's so much fun. Again, and I haven't mentioned it throughout this whole thing, but there's also like the Mafia game that I know is a thing. Specifically, I know it through K-pop. It wasn't a thing where I'm from growing up, but I think that it's also about figuring out like who's the person who's like lying, right? So I think that is really fun to, again, play off of some of that angle too. It's not just like the kind of organized crime part of it, but it's also like the game. If we're playing a game, am I the liar or am I not? So I think that's so fun. The choreo is so good. I don't even know what to say. I'm overwhelmed and I need more of this. Is this what the whole album is going to be like? Because that already makes me worried. I don't know if I can be trusted to process that properly. I don't even know where to begin about how I feel about that song. I loved the song. I loved their performance of it. I think that the music video is so fun, right? Like just these really polished styling and sets and everything, but it's all like a facade, right? Like I love leaning into some of that. We've had some where it feels a little bit grungier, it feels a little bit more sincere in some of their other music videos. It feels a little more candid in the way that they're presenting themselves, but in this one it makes total sense to have this almost like too polished, almost too perfect in like having these sets, because it's all a lie, right? Like, or is it? So I think that that's so fun, and having the mirrors as well, like having the mirror on the floor, like the reflective floor that they're performing on, probably sucked to perform on because it was probably slippery to deal with, but it distorts that reflection, so it's like even that isn't like really what it seems. And I think that's so fun. Even having that, making it look like it's an eye that they're performing in, I think is so fun, again because it's like watching or not being able to trust your eyes or like what you're looking at. I think that's so much fun. I am going to be thoroughly obsessed. If you never hear from me again, it's because I'm listening to this song. It's because I'm watching this music video. It's because I have descended into the depths of just needing this song to be like injected directly into my bloodstream. It'll be fine. I'll figure it out eventually. But wow, I'm so happy now. What a good day. And I hope you enjoyed listening to that along with me. You can click this playlist to go into my previous reactions, or you can subscribe to this next time I post an ITZY reaction. I will see you in the next video. Bye.